Database contain one or more tables. Here we have tables like student, department and head, in which student table contains columns or fields like student ID, student name, student percentage, birth date and department ID. While department table contains columns like department ID, department name and head ID. And head table contains columns like head ID, head name and salary. Today we will visualize how select statement works in SQL. The select statement is used to select data from the database. So we can execute query like select. That means we want to select data. Star or asterisk means we want to select all the columns. Then we write from clause, by which we can name one or more tables from which data values are retrieved by the query. So here we will take student table. So we can understand select star from student is one SQL query which select all the columns from the student table. Similarly, we can write SQL query like select star from department which select all the columns of department table. Now suppose we want to select specific columns from the student table. So we can write select student ID, student name, department ID instead of star from student. So you can see only student ID, name and their corresponding department ID retrieved instead of whole table. Moving on. Sometimes you only wants to list the distinct value from the columns. So you can write select, then distinct department ID from student. So RDBMS like MySQL will select all values without duplication, and it's also arrange the value in ascending order. Now suppose we want to extract only those records that fulfill a specific condition. So we will use where clause. So we will write select star from student. Then we will use where clause to filter the records. So we write where department ID is equal to 22. So you will get only those record which department ID is 22. So this is your output. Now suppose you want to select all records not having department ID 22. So we will write select star from student where. Now we will use not operator. Then we write department ID is equal to 22. So you will get all record except department ID 22. Moving ahead, we write select student name, department ID from student where department ID is equal to 22. Now suppose we want other condition. So we use AND operator and then write student name is equal to Asutosh. So here those student name and department ID will selected whose ID is 22 and name must be Asutosh. The AND operator displays a record if all conditions separated by AND are true. Similarly, you can use OR operator like select student name, department ID from student where department ID is equal to 22 or department ID is equal to 25. So here OR operator used to select record with department ID 22 or 25. That's all for today. In the next video, we will learn something more about SQL. Till then, bye bye. Select, likes, share, subscribe from down below, where channel is equal to animated study. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.